Hello and welcome everybody, it's me DaleyBoyDidds and this is my Let's Play. Okay guys, absolutely brand spanking new video for us. Now the music drops down. Been waiting for about 25 minutes it feels like for this music to drop off. So a brand spanking new video, as I'm sure everybody has been watching the mighty Taron videos. And we got stuck to death. There she is, Taron, the lovely Taron. I've been watching the mighty Taron videos and the Byzantine exploits, which completely went wrong. It was a brilliant Let's Play. I genuinely enjoyed the playthrough. It wasn't particularly the best Let's Play, simply because it was so difficult to move around in the Byzantines. We had High Crown Authority, the Abbasid just completely took control over from the south. The Byzantines just completely grabbed hold of our balls and just would not let us move from within. Anyway, that's in the past. That's another Let's Play altogether. So basically, my friend, and I am so excited that this has occurred, my friend went on Steam. He went on my channel, saw the Taron videos, and thought, you know what, Crusader Kings 2 is a game that I want to play. So he went on Steam, seeing that it was on a phenomenal offer, and has bought the entire lot. So, as you can see, this is the title screen. After listening to a couple of my ramblings in the first game, he decided to take me up and start in Ireland. It's definitely the beginner's area to play, and that's not a bad thing. It's just that if it was out of 5 stars, this would probably be no stars or 1 star, of 5 being the hardest. And the reason for that is, as you can see, it's completely all small territories. You are not the bitch of anybody, basically. And very similar to myself, he has started in Desmond. I actually did Thomond as my very, very first playthrough of this game, after my squandered practice in Iceland. And we're not going to talk about the 100 years that I sat basically staring at my computer. Literally. So I'm going to also take over as Desmond, and I'm also going to do an Irish campaign. Now, this is purely, for me, just a bit of fun. So the actual campaign that I'm going to do will be relatively small. Unless you guys are liking this Let's Play, then I am literally just going to take over Ireland. And the reason why I'm going to do this is just to bring a bit of the joys of Crusader Kings 2 back to me personally. I'm sure you will have seen many Let's Plays over in Scotland, in Ireland, and all over the shop. One of the things I do want to do is take up another of the viewers' suggestions and do a Let's Play in Greater Poland. This is definitely a Let's Play that I want to get involved in, and pretty soon. But I just thought, because we were so stuck really in Taron and the Taron videos and the Taron series, that I thought we'd go to Ireland and basically just run amok, taking over where we can. Now, one thing that I have noticed is the difference in the dates. So for anybody who may have watched other videos in the past, probably not on mine, so that's probably a bad thing to have said, but basically in the vanilla game you start at the Stamford Bridge. Starting, as you can see, it's a very different area. So England's formed, Scotland's mostly formed, and Munster is formed. This is where I took in my very first Let's Play, which was Thomond. But this time, as we go back to the old gods and a much earlier start point, you can see things look very, very different. Now, Scotland just naturally seems to have a lot of revolts going on. It's a difficult place to live, it seems, in Scotland in general, in this game. And so we shouldn't really be bothered by Scotland too much. And of course, the mighty England. The mighty England. I've not yet really formed at all. So they shouldn't be as big as a bane as they were last time when I played when I tried to play as Ireland. So I'm actually quite looking at this map and thinking there is a lot of room for me to play around in. Now, once I've done my Irish Conquest, I might extend this out. I might do. It all depends on what you guys think and where you want us to go. But then I'm very, very interested in doing a Lancaster one, because I live in Lancashire. Manchester itself is, I suppose, kind of about here. Whoops, maybe not that far, maybe about there, where the little bit of yellow is. And I currently live in a place called Stockport, which is about there next to it. So very, very close to Manchester. So we don't really fall in either of these. We actually, our county would be Lancaster. No, it's not. Lancashire. Our county is Lancashire. And Lancaster is as close as we're going to get. I physically at the moment live in Chester. Chester? No, I don't. I live in Cheshire at the minute. That's where Stockport is. But right next to it is Manchester and Lancashire. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's going to make no difference. But I am interested in doing a Lancaster Let's Play. And that's what I'll probably do next. As, again, just as a... see how far I can get in a short period of time. Anyway, all said and done. We're going to start over here in Desmond. And really this is just for me to flex my muscles a bit. See what I can actually do. See what I can remember. Where I can do a bit of movement for once. And compare and contrast to my good friend Mr. Bolter. There you go, sir. You got a shout out straight away. Not only are you going to get a shout out, Andy, I'm also going to say your first name as well, son. But I'm going to make my character is going to be the Bolter clan. So I'm going to just set myself up a character now. We'll change this around, obviously. I'll try and... should I make it look like Andy? No, maybe not. I don't want to scare people off before we get going. So I will carry on with this, obviously, and I'll see you back in a moment. Okay, that was pretty funny, but also weird at the same time. Hello guys! So that was a seamless transition. I'm sure you didn't even notice it with all the Okay, so we have now taken control, and here is our fearless leader. In fact, let's just get playing this game. We'll play it on slow. We've already got people coming in. So we have taken Desmond, exactly the same as what Mr. Bolter has done himself, and in homage to Andy and the fact that he is now a Crusader Kings 2 legend in the making, I've decided to call my family the Bolter family. That's correct, guys. We are actually called Winston Bolter. Oh yes. So Earl Winston of Desmond. And the reason, of course, why Winston is because that's my dog and he sat right next to me and I had to come up with the first name and that one sounded just as good as any other. So Andy, as you can't actually see him under this stupid hood at the moment, and his hair colour's changed. That's not good. Well, Andy, you was a ginger man. This looks nothing like Andy whatsoever, but you was ginger originally, and to be quite honest, it looked pretty good. But never mind. The creator has been poor again. It's been poor again. All right, let me just pause this when we're wasting time. Okay, so quick look into Andy. So we're the county of Desmond. And more important than Andy, of course, is the county itself. What does Desmond have to offer us? Well, we've got the city of Cork. Oh, I didn't realise Cork was down that low in Ireland. And the Bishop of Cloyne. Okay, that's fair dues, no problems with that. We are part of the Duchy of Munster, which is a nice 3-territory duchy. Obviously in the Kingdom of Ireland. And that would be in Britannia. So let's just change the view. What would it be? Empires, there we go. Britannia. Okay. That's doable. No problem. Oh, that's not part of Britannia. I didn't realise that. Okay, that's fine. I don't know if you guys... if the music is insanely loud, let me just turn that down. There we go. That's a bit better. I can think again now. Alright, so we are... ooh, they're already up for some kind of trouble. What's going on there? So that's where we sit currently. So Desmond, we obviously want to take these two areas as, I wouldn't exactly say urgent priority, but they're certainly ones that can make us a duke or probably a petty king in these early stages. Quick look at our castle. It's pretty standard, 3 defence at the moment, and we definitely want to be improving there. But whiz back to Andy again. Oh, sorry, not Andy. Sorry, back to Winston. Just the Bolter name. So we've got a few things that are quite personal to us. Mr. Bolter, the original, Andy, of course, is a Man City fan. So we've gone for the City colours, and I'm a United fan. So we've gone for the traditional United colours, red with black. I know they play with white shorts a lot now, but red and black's the best way. So we've gone for half and half there. I couldn't let City overrule the great United, of course. And I've gone down... I've not really given us brilliant stats. I'm not quite sure why the intrigue stat is as high as that. I clicked it up to 10. Oh, I suppose it's +9. So we went for the Intricate Web Weaver, which is only the 3rd best in intrigue. A legitimised bastard, of course. And that was just because we don't have a family, basically. We are the first of our kind. You see, there's no family tree. So it makes, to me, just sort of, I suppose, legitimise it. It'd be unlegitimised, wouldn't it? Never mind. Lustful and deceitful. And just really deceitful because it brought the age down a smidge from 35 to 29, I think it was. I think it was 35. And it also goes hand in hand with the intrigue because it pushes intrigue up. As you can see, everything else is pretty much quite standard, really. Nothing special. The only other thing I put up was my martial ability, and I only put that up slightly as well. Now, we do have a claim here on the Petty Kingdom of Tara, and I just had a really fast look on why or who has got claims on Tara, and it seems to pretty much everybody has. So that's a bit weird. Let me just see if I can show you that. Yeah, claims. It seems that pretty much everybody has got a claim on Tara for some reason, and I'm almost certain that we're not all related, so I'm not entirely sure why we've all got claims on Tara, but we have. And if you just come out, you can see the Tara territories. There's one there, and there's one up here in Tyrone and Kildare. The actual Tara area is these two, so it includes Dublin, or as it currently is, Dilfin. But we'll change that back to Dublin soon enough. So we need to get some things on the go. Yeah, that's pretty much. So that's pretty much the introduction to our man Earl Winston of Desmond, and hopefully the Bolter family will get strong. First thing we need to do though is get ourselves a council, and that is not a bad starting councillor. So we've got a courtier. We'll get him straight in there because we need claim fabrications. And that's what we'll go and do. So who's the strongest out of Thomond and Norman? I would imagine it's Thomond will be the stronger of the two. Let's have a quick goosey. So he's got 370 men. And currently allies with nobody. Ormond has got 500 men. So he's definitely the stronger of the two right now. And he is currently allied with nobody. I'm surprised he's got more men though. He must have something else up. He's at war. King Ivor the Boneless and the sons of Lothian. Back to not being able to pronounce things. Nah, I should know most of these ones. So he's assisting over there for some reason. He must be part of their family. We'll look into that more later on. So obviously Thomond is going to be our area of interest because it is the easier of the two, and we'll get that underway straight away. So now from -33, he likes us -18, and we'll look to make that better very soon. Okay, our marshal. Now we don't necessarily need the best person in the world to be our marshal, because we don't have them going out to fight. So we'll take actually the second best and have the top man training troops and whatnot. So we'll stick him in for now. But we'll research. We'll do some research until we get a claim, then we'll change it over. Steward, not fantastic. We'll stick none of those to him. Now the reason I'm not going to stick them in is because this is the bishop and the mayor, and obviously 7s in stewardship is not good enough. So whoever I put in this position, I will be taking them back out again once I get a better steward. So we're not going to put in somebody that actually is going to mean something to me. Conchabar here means nothing to me. And he's craven as well, so we can go straight in. That'll be fine. And we will get him researching tech. Our spy master, not fantastic. Both of them have got 11. And for the time being, again, exact same reasons as before. We don't want the mayor of Cork involved, so we'll take on this guy. Hey, I said we'll take you on. And you will build us a spy network and stop people hurting me. Okay, and of course the best person here would be the Bishop of Cloyne. I'm going to hold off on that for 2 seconds. Another quick thing I'm going to check is religions, and there you can see we have the Norse religion currently in Dublin, so that is a potential that we can go to a holy war against. Now, there are Norse around, but hopefully they will be in their own kind of troubles as the game progresses. So that was a Norse area, and of course Jorvik is a Norse area as well, so we'll keep an eye on that. And we might be able to push for this one as a holy war later on. Other than that, I'm quite happy that we can continue. So we need a bishop. Let's have a quick look to see if anybody is willing to come to us. Search all. We want our religion. We want our culture. I'll double check that our culture and religion are Irish. Yeah, they must be because the search has already been done. Irish and Catholic. And we want somebody who's good here. Now then, we don't want anybody that is a ruler, because they won't come to us, obviously. Shame we can't put ladies in. So, a steward's not likely to come. Nope. Just going to flip through these, just in case we do get one on the sly, on the off chance that they don't like their own heir. No, their own liege. Oh, we got old lady. Let's just change that to men. This sometimes works. Sometimes they don't show up, which is a bit weird and annoying. I think I've checked them ones already. If we don't find anybody, then we will deal with that some other way. As long as somebody's sat on there. In fact, I mean, the bishop wasn't actually the worst option, was it? Because he is a 16, and that's quite good. So we'll stick him in. And we don't need to proselytise, obviously, so we'll research cultural tech. And that's that one gone. Alright, what else have we got going on? Well, we are ticking over on time now, that's fine. So we haven't got an heir yet. Feudal levies, feudal taxation. So as you guys know, I like to get the most that I can get as quick as I can get it. So we will definitely look to take on... let's take on this one, I think. I mean, I should put the feudal taxation up, but we're not going to have any vassals for a while. So let's put on city taxation to harsh, and that's been approved. So in 5 years, we'll do the same for church taxation. Then we'll do the levies, and then we'll go from there. We can't change gavel kind over yet, and that is something that we definitely need to do pretty damn quickly when we get going. What else have we got here? We might as well get married. Start making those babies. So we'll get the ambition as being married, and we'll look for a suitable person to marry. Now, we could go with Galatia here. We've got a princess. Is she? She's not a princess. Why did I think she was a princess? But we could get an alliance straight away with Galatia. They're a bit far away. Gwynedd and Wales. Now, Gwynedd are pretty strong. 3 territories strong. They might be worthwhile. Who else have we got? We've actually got a courtier in Tara, so we'd get an alliance with Tara. Now, they've got 2 areas, and it would be something that we go after later on. So that's a potential, but let's just flick through. Is there anybody in particular that jumps out? At this early stage, stewardship isn't massively needed. At the moment, we can only have 1 of 2 demesnes. So one thing that I tend to do in the early stages is to get a good spy master. But she's not particularly fantastic. In fact, there's not very many people that are particularly fantastic here. What time are we on? 12 minutes, 6 minutes for the first bit. Alright, I'll look for a wife off camera. Because we do want to get that underway really, quite quickly. I'm really interested as to why we've got a claim on this Tara. I shall find out soon enough. Okay, so let's get playing. We'll crank this up to 2. I don't really want to go over 2 speed. I do like to play at a nice pace. Religion, of course, this time in religion, we are in the Catholic faith, not Jewish to start, and then certainly not Orthodox as it stands. So we might be pulled in to do some holy wars as the game gets going. And we've got this the College of Cardinals as well, which we might get involved in at some point. Factions, of course, there's going to be nothing yet. Intrigue, we can't really do anything yet. But we can go on a pilgrimage. Might get that out of the way straight. In fact, let's get that out of the way straight away. So, a small amount of gold. I shall go on a pilgrimage, and off we go. Expel Jewry. No. A holy site in the west. That's probably just in Kent. I'm sure there's a holy site around here. No, we'll go to an ancient site. And we've got to go to the Holy Lands, haven't we? Or Rome. Oh, maybe we can go Rome. You see, one thing that we could actually do as well is, in fact, we will do this. Sorry, I know I'm bouncing from one thing to another here. Because I want to get everything set up beforehand. I've just put on my council to research. Now, I don't think I can research until... And off we go to the Eternal City and to see its marvels. Fantastic. Now, stop popping up. Yeah, I'm not sure that we're going to be getting anything from this. Counts do not generate technology points. Okay. The rain has been pouring down for days. It's almost impossible to travel the roads. Why does the Lord punish us? Punish his faithful pilgrims so? Oh, we're not going to die before we even get going, are we? So, 10% pneumonia, 30% ill, 60% nothing, 80% nothing. I like that. 5 and 15. But we gain cynical. I don't mind cynical. It's one of the intrigue things. And hopefully we can get rid of it later. Maybe we didn't die. So we will gain some technology increases in general. It's just, as you can see, that the cogs are moving. We just won't gain the points at the same time. As you can see, if I just hover over it there, the councillors plus 85%. So it is working, but what I'll probably do is send my bishop off to Rome. Okay, the journey's hard and long, feet are sore. The kitchen's barely edible, blah, 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 blah. My faithful see me through. We gain 40% chance of gaining ill. This has not gone well, has it? Maybe this was a bad idea. So a 20% chance of ill. Yeah, so we'll send off our chaplain, I think, to Rome. Get Rome on side. It's always good to have Rome on side. And we'll try to work on some of these guys as well. To make them love me. I need love. Yay, we made it to Rome. And we're not ill, of course, which is fantastic. You're more than welcome to read that if you wish. Quick pause, and off we go again. So hopefully we'll be back soon. I quite like this this House Bolter flag. Okay. So yeah, hopefully we can get our claim here. In the meantime, something that I'm going to do in this particular Let's Play is I'm going to look to try to get as much money as we can. Okay, our pilgrimage didn't turn out quite as we expected it. But there's no changing that now. At least we're home again. So we lose piety. Fantastic. Yes, oh, for God's sake. Stop popping up. So yeah, we're going to try to aim at getting some money this time. And one thing that I am interested in doing, because I've never actually done it in-game. I've done it in a little tester, but in-game is to make a republic in my area. And I'm thinking that we might make one out of Dublin. And try basically to take, maybe out of Dublin, or maybe out of Desmond. In fact, I might make it from Desmond or Thomond, in fact. We'll make it from Thomond. I know I keep changing my mind, but we'll make it from Thomond. And they can hopefully get all the channel and maybe even fight for this one. Who knows? Who knows? You decide. Okay, so I don't know why these guys have still got their army out. If they move out their army, we might be able to just whiz in and grab Thomond off them. At this stage, we don't just have callous bellies to just go in and take whatever we want. Okay, so the son... So if this guy dies, he is 67 years old. His son will take over. He's content at the moment. And this guy is a spy master. So we might be better to take him out sooner rather than later. Ah, they're on the move now. So they are on the move. It looks like they're going over here. Yeah, King Aed of Tara is in the defending party, and they were being attacked. Tara was just being attacked. Oh no, Tara's not there, is it? I don't know what's going on. Northumberland were under... I don't know. I don't even care at this point. We will look at that later. The Lothian. So Lothian kind of owns this sort of territory. So they must be coming down to take this. Lothian is an absolute bugger when it comes to Scotland and England. I don't know the history of the Lothians, but just from watching Crusader Kings and other Let's Players, they are one of the protagonists, and it's good. It's good to watch. Okay, so we've got all our council out doing their thing at the minute. I am going to move this guy now that I can. So we're going to improve religious relations, and we're going to do that over in Rome itself. So off you go. Quick check in Desmond. I know we can't quite get anything yet. 72 for castle fortifications, and castle walls is also 72. So levy size will increase with castle walls. A bit more tax, and obviously the fortifications just makes things a little harder for people to attack us. So castle walls is something that we're going to go for, and we should get there pretty quickly. We're making money at the moment, and we'll go from there. Okay, guys, that's about the 25th minute-ish. So that's the end of part 1. Our plans are set. We're looking towards Thomond, and probably Ormond now has got some allies yet. They've got 2. So Gwynedd and Cornwall. So Cornwall and Gwynedd, they're pretty strong, and they are relatively close as well. So we may not be able to get Ormond that quickly. But if we build up, these guys will be nothing to us, or nothing against us. He's incapable, so he's not sending anybody to assist. And of course, we can just take people out as we need to. So Thomond is the place that we want to get. And when we can declare war on you, we will. Right, guys, I'll leave it there for the first episode. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, 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 bye-bye. Bye-bye.